I'm Dana and I just got back from my first Toastmasters meeting. I'm recording my experience as I work through the Toastmasters program. And for those of you considering going to your first Toastmasters meeting, I'm hoping to take some of the mystery out of what a Toastmasters club is and what to expect at your first meeting. Through a series of short videos, I'll document my journey as I work through my Competent Communicator Manual, which is the first level of achievement in Toastmasters. You'll see my mistakes and successes, and I hope to share tips as I learn. I'll quickly tell you how and why I attended my first meeting. I felt really comfortable public speaking when I was in school because I had lots of opportunity to practice, but just like any skill, I hadn't been using it in over a decade, and I felt as though I was losing some of my skill and confidence. My aunt had been encouraging me to go to Toastmasters for quite some time, so I Googled my local Toastmasters information and found out when and where they met on a weekly basis. I have to admit, I was a little nervous going to. I would describe a Toastmasters meeting as a group of people who are at different skill levels that come together once a week to improve their speaking and communication skills as well as their leadership skills. At the weekly meeting, members have the opportunity to deliver different types of speeches that will progress them through whichever manual they are currently working through. Some people take as little as 6 months to get through the first manual, whereas some people take 2 years or longer to work through the same manual, so it's completely work at your own pace. Here's a breakdown of what to expect at your first meeting. When I walked into the room, I saw tables set up in a semicircle. There was an agenda at every place setting, and I'm glad I was there a few minutes early because somebody wanted to get some information from me so they could introduce me. They helped me find a seat. They gave me some information on the club. So it was good to show up a couple minutes early. The meeting ran for 2 hours and it was very scheduled, like to the minute scheduled. And they started on time and ended on time. There was a chairperson who was running the meeting, and they had a theme of the night, and they had a lot of fun. There was lots of applause and encouragement, and it was just a really warm atmosphere. There was 2 parts to the meeting. There was a short, formal business meeting, and that keeps people up on Robert's rules and keeps them comfortable with it. And then there was the speeches portion of the meeting, where there was scheduled speeches from members, and there was also a section called Table Topics, and that's a fun section of the meeting where there's impromptu speech topics that members are given, and they have 1 to 2 minutes to talk on that topic. Now, guests are never required to do table topics, but I did choose to do one at the meeting, and I'm glad I did. It was really enjoyable, and I'll go over table topics more in my next video. So, in conclusion, my first time as a guest at a Toastmasters club was a very positive experience. The group was really welcoming and very explanatory. I used to think Toastmasters was for people who were good at public speaking, like it was a prerequisite, but I realized that there's no skill required. It's just for people who are wanting to improve their communication skills. If you're fearful of public speaking, don't be worried about going to your first meeting, because as a guest, you can just be a fly on the wall. You never have to speak, and you can be a guest for as long as you want, even if that's a couple months. It was 100% free to go as a guest, and when you do decide to be a member, it's really reasonable, something like $6 a month. That's in Canadian dollars, so really reasonable for the education that you're receiving. So stop thinking about it and just go. You've got nothing to lose and a lot to gain, and I'm going to be going to a few different clubs to see which one was the best fit for me. So make sure you tune in to my next video where I'll be telling you how to choose your Toastmasters club and